Hey guys, thought I'd do another video. I'm not talking to y'all girls. They heard me talking, they think I'm calling them. Where was I at the last video? Oh, wintertime. Rabbits love the wintertime. Rabbits don't do good summertime. Wintertime, they're good to go, especially big rabbits. Little rabbits having litters in wintertime, what you have to worry about is a draft and getting wet. A wet litter is a dead litter. But if the doe has enough straw and bed mixture stuff, it's not a problem. They will. I'll show you on this is a small nest box, but I'll fill that nest box way up here with straw, and they will burrow down, and their babies will be down the bottom. And now I do put a heat lamp on them sometimes just to make sure, because it's not worth the chance. But they love the winter. A rabbit's perfect temperature is 50 degrees. And I had 2 litters last year at 28 degrees with sleet. And it was in this pen right here, these 2 pens right here. And I had this flapped up on this side, and I had burlap bags on that far side, and they did just fine. Both litters made it all the way. I was going to show you these for a minute, because I kind of just always skip over them because they were the 2 babies. But they're getting big now, and they're getting pretty. I'm going to keep both of them. This one is, that y'all guess, Checkers. So we're keeping on with the same name. Isn't it Checkers, Bubba? Isn't this one Checker? Isn't that what? Yeah, Checkers. Making sure. But she's going to be gorgeous. And then her sister, which is Star, after the one I just lost. See how the names just kind of cycle around? But she's the one I just lost, and she's the bigger of these 2. That was the runt. She's going to be a good-looking doe. I can't wait to breed her to Big Red. More questions. Okay, I raise mini Rexes. Not to be, this is a mini Rex. She's full-grown and she's fat. That's a Opal, I think, mini Rex, okay? The eaten type are called standard Rex. They have the same fur, but they get the same size as the mini Rex, as the California and New Zealand. You can't eat mini Rexes. They're just small. They'd be put in the category as the Florida Whites. While I'm on the Florida Whites, I've had some, what I think of Florida Whites, and just me, Florida Whites are a great small space breed, but I prefer the New Zealands, whether white or red. And a lot of people will say, well, a 12-week Florida White is the same age as an 8-week New Zealand, and that's fine, but I don't want to eat an 8-week New Zealand. I want to eat a 10 to 12-week New Zealand. Florida Whites, to me, you have to wait till they get older before there's enough meat on them, and that's just me. I'm the same way with Flemish Giants. I just don't like them. And let me rephrase that. I don't like them as a meat rabbit. You will not find a sweeter, lovable, friendly rabbit as a Flemish Giant rabbit. They are the funnest rabbits. They're like dogs is what they are. But as an eating, even I've mixed them with Californias and New Zealand's, and the bone mass is just too much, and their feed to meat ratio is too much. They eat a whole bunch, and the babies will be huge. I mean, when you butcher out the babies, but they have so much bone that it's just not, to me, not worth it. And like I said, it's just me, not dissing either of those breeds. Just for me, they both. If I was in an apartment setting or in town, and I was trying to do a little, a little setup, even in a spare bedroom, rabbits aren't that hard, then, you could do Florida Whites, and it'd be productive. You could have 2 does and a buck in a spare bedroom, and they wouldn't stink, and you could get enough meat off of there for a couple. Flemish Giants, to me, they're just a pet animal. I think it's a waste of food and energy to use them as a meat animal. And I know I'll get a lot of, I've been doing it, and that's fine. It's just my own opinion. It's like some other stuff. We all have one. But that's just my opinion on those breeds. My favorites, California and New Zealand, and that is saying I've never raised, I want to do a disclaimer, I've never raised Palominos or that Dion, that French sounding name. I've never raised those before, so I'm not a good judge of those. That's why I'm not saying those. I have no clue about them. Well, alrighty, my time's up on this video, but just talking a little bit, and I will holler at y'all later. Bye-bye.